It's something you probably see every day. Distracted drivers, car after car with people talking on the phone without a hands-free device, fixing their hair or makeup, eating, drinking their morning cup of coffee, reading. And then there's the new distraction, texting. When our camera went out on the road.
But we've learned from our efforts to get people to wear seat belts and to persuade people not to drink and drive that laws aren't always enough. Often you need to combine education with enforcement to get results.
After an overnight accident, and police say speed was a factor.
The cops estimated he was going about 100 miles an hour.
She went head on into another car, and that gentleman was killed also.
And basically, they were just being kids, driving a little bit fast is all. Good intentions.
A special vigil tonight to remember a standout athlete.
My daughter has lost one of her very dearest friends, her big brother.
There was an invitation in the group as to where he had said.
I visualized that for years afterwards. He clipped the sidewalk or the curb, went upside down.
Experts say car accidents are the #1 killer of teens nationwide.
I don't have my brother anymore. He's not here. He's not around.
And I heard him say time of death. And I just freaked out.
Heather had her life in front of her. Until that moment, she decided to text and drive.
I woke Dan up and I said, something's wrong, we've got to go find Heather. And we got in the car and we found the accident. They said she was killed instantly.
Stupid communication, nothing serious. Nothing serious enough that it took my life from my daughter.
I want to hold a big sign, saying, do not text and drive. My daughter lost her life.
This is very hard for me. I hope I can get through this. But what this is all about is saving one life. If we can save just one life with this device, it is all worth it. Unfortunately, my son had to pay the ultimate price. My son was 23 years old. It was a beautiful Sunday afternoon, March 15th, 2009. We'd had a wonderful day together. He decided to go visit his uncle. That's where my story begins, my nightmare. At 9:22 p.m., my cell phone rings. My nightmare begins. To this day, I don't know who called me. I don't know. All I know is they could not give me any vitals. They could not tell me anything about how my son was. All we knew that there must be something very wrong, or he would be calling me himself. He had a beautiful, still does, has a 2-year-old daughter at the time, now 3. She's just like her daddy, she's full of it. She's great, we love her. JB knew no strangers, and I think of all you here that have spoken, he would love to be here because he would just talk. Other than the day he was born, when he raised his hand and went into the United States Marine Corps, it was the happiest day of our lives. That day that we went to Camp Pendleton and we saw him graduate, I was pumped. My chest, I was mama proud. It was great. The hurt never goes away. It never does. When we got to the hospital where they told us to go, we had no idea. The road was blocked. We had no idea that was because the road was blocked because that was our son's vehicle there in the roadway. Not 24 hours before this accident, my husband had told our son, JB, put that phone down. You are obsessed with that phone. I went into his bedroom one morning and he was asleep and he was doing this in his sleep. In his sleep, literally. This little device took his life, took my son's life. My son was invincible. He was a cat. He could land on his feet every time. But this little device took over his life and changed our life forever. I don't want any parent, any grandparent, any brother, any sister, anybody in this room to have to go through what I did, what we are going through each and every day. Your life changes. Every waking second, you think of that person. If he would have just had a device like this, he would have not worried about dropping his phone, reaching over it, getting it, and going off the road, being ejected, and dying of a massive skull fracture. We would have never had that phone call if he would have had this device. So please, I encourage you, what is more important in your life? $10, $20 a month, or your life? I know what I'd choose. I'm going to choose that device. My granddaughters, my daughter, from now on, I don't care how old she gets, she's still my baby. They're going to have this device. So please, everyone here, don't ever get that phone call. You can talk the talk, but until you walk that walk, you don't know what it's like. This device is going to be amazing. If it saves just one life, and I have touched just one life in this room, it makes it all worth it. I miss my son very much. His little girl, 3, misses her daddy, JB, every day. I want to thank you very much. I want to thank FDI for having me. And I hope, like I said, I can have touched just one person in this room. And to anybody that's here, and to my husband, Semper Fi.
The problem, FDI has come up with the solution to help with this epidemic. First, FDI Voice and FDI Hands Free allows drivers to keep their hands on the wheel and their eyes on the road. And second, FDI Voice CEO Bill Andreoli has now created a way for thousands of people across the United States to join our crusade immediately so they can spread the good news about our powerful products and services with hopes of saving lives and eliminating